Am I a dirty, rotten piece of shit?
Yeah.
Am I the reason Steven Adams can't have kids anymore?
Yeah.
Am I ever gonna change?
No.
But listen, he's a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer in the UFC. I'd say he should be at the top of everyone's list. The sex offenders list. Do not Google this picture. He's the most technically sound, flagrantly fundamental player in the NBA today. I'm making this video because Draymond is currently serving an indefinite suspension, which is the first real punishment of his entire career. Now, I'll admit, this one is a little personal for me. I had to sit and watch this dude succeed at the highest level in the NBA for the better part of a decade, knowing that he was the dirtiest little shit, and there was nothing I could do about it. 2015, Steph Curry won an MVP, Warriors win an NBA championship, Draymond sits in the passenger seat. 2016, Curry wins a unanimous MVP, Draymond gets suspended for a critical game in the finals, and the Cavs mount a historic comeback. Now the Warriors officially look beatable, and it's because of Draymond's antics. There's no way this dude catches another break, right?
Kevin Durant heading to the Golden State Warriors. How are you viewing this move from Durant?
Well, I'm viewing it as the weakest move I've ever seen from a superstar. Plain and simple. That's just how I look at it.
How can such a sack of shit get this lucky? Him getting suspended literally lost them the finals, and KD just magically shows up and says, "It's okay, Draymond, at least you'll win the next two." And 2 rings later, Draymond calls KD a bitch during a game and then causes him to leave. This was a wonderful time for Draymond and Warriors haters alike. During the 2019 NBA Finals, the Warriors dynasty literally fell apart at the seams. KD ruptured his Achilles, Klay Thompson tore his ACL, and the Warriors ended up losing that series to the Raptors. And in that same offseason, KD went to the Nets. Suddenly, the Warriors dynasty is just Steph, Draymond, and a bunch of G League players. Just kidding, now it's just Draymond and a bunch of G League players. Curry broke his hand at the beginning of the next season. Now don't get it twisted, I'm not saying that players getting injured is a good thing. What I'm saying is, after 5 years of dominance, it felt like the Warriors were due for some bad luck, and all that bad luck just so happened to occur all at the same time. Now just how well would Draymond do running the ship now that everyone's gone? Yeah, we all saw that coming. So this is where I have to hand it to the Warriors organization. They tanked for 1 season, barely missed the playoffs the next, and then won the championship the following year. No other team could dream of doing that. Philly has been trusting the process for almost a decade now, and all it's gotten them is 1 perennial superstar and even fewer finals appearances. And even more impressive, the Warriors managed to win another title while keeping one of the most controversial players in the league on the roster the whole time. At that point, he wasn't even productive, but with the emergence of Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole, the Warriors were able to get it done. Draymond must really appreciate these guys. This dude has issues. I wasn't planning on this video turning into a brief history of the Warriors dynasty, so let's shift our focus back to Donkey from Shrek. After the Jordan Poole incident, it did not feel like the Warriors had any business keeping Draymond around. The dude literally assaulted his teammate in front of everybody. I really thought that the league was going to step in and give him a proper punishment, but the Warriors just said, nah, it's okay, we got this. And they gave him some wet noodle-ass punishment, and he played most of the season. In the first round of last year's NBA playoffs, Draymond actually got suspended for a game for, well,
for treating Domantas Sabonis like a bouncy castle.
Which leads us to the current day. After putting Rudy Gobert in a rear naked choke and hitting Yusuf Nurkic with an overhead right that would make even KSI proud, Draymond finds himself serving an indefinite suspension, which he thoroughly deserves. It's really hard to say how long it will take for Draymond to return, but I have faith that the league is doing everything they can to ensure that the counseling he's receiving will have a tangible, positive effect on him as a person and a player. But I would be remiss not to acknowledge the fact that he is one of the most unapologetically stubborn and bullheaded people I've ever witnessed. There's a chance that he might have to retire early because of this. But if he's smart and follows the rules for once in his life, he'll still have a few more years left in the league.
No.
Thank you so much for watching. Do you like my mustache? Does it make you wet? If so, then tune in next week where I give you guys the script for the NFL playoffs.